Hello there, Caboose.exe here to help you find the Zer and give a little bit of insight on what he has to sell from November 17th through the 21st here in 2017. This time around you will find the Zer hanging in his spot on the rig on Titan. So once you get down to the planet's surface, you're just gonna turn a little bit left and walk straight to him. I like to place a waypoint to make it a little easier. I'd like to apologize in advance if I sound a little off. That's probably because I think I might be getting a cold here or something. I'm sorry. There is a little bit of some falling or some hive or something in the way when you're trying to get to him, but you don't have to fight him. Just gonna go down these steps and turn around and go straight to him. So let's see what our Agent of the Nine has for us this week. Taking a look at our first exotic, we have a weapon that's returning from Destiny 1, and that is the Hard Light. And much like Destiny 1, it suffers from the same recoil issues. It has a pretty bad recoil. However, it has the ability to switch damage types, which is something that I think is very useful when you're doing the Nightfall, as sometimes the Nightfall can have a rotating damage type thing on it. Outside of the Nightfall, I think the only other time it'd be useful is, say, for public events, where you can tell what enemies you're going to be fighting, you can just switch to whatever that enemy usually has. For PvP, I say stay away from using this weapon, mainly because the stability is going to be annoying, and on top of that, switching damage types isn't useful when you don't know what the enemy is going to have as a shield. The Hard Light behaves very similarly to the Borealis, which is currently a PS4 exclusive weapon, and if you want to know more about that weapon, stay tuned to this channel as we have a weapon review coming out for that. Next up is another returning exotic from Destiny 1, and that is the Lucky Raspberry, a chest armor for the Hunter. Much like in Destiny 1, the Lucky Raspberry aids with grenades, except this time it requires the use of the Arc subclass to get the full effect. Much like in Destiny 1, the Lucky Raspberry requires the use of the Arc subclass in order to get the full effect, as it uses the Arc Bolt Grenade's chaining ability while giving it a chance to recharge with each time damage is dealt. This means that it is possible to spam nades if you are lucky. I would say this is best for when you have a group of enemies to maximize that chance of being able to spam nades. Going from a crowd control exotic to a single target one, up next is the Syntheseps for our Titan. Returning viewers will know how much I like to melee, and if you're like me or a fan of the Commando perk from Modern Warfare 2, then you will like this exotic. In PvP, it'll let you be able to get that finishing punch from further away to avoid having them finish you off first. In PvE, you can keep yourself from falling as you continuously punch a Hydra in the butt. And I'm not even joking. You can look it up right now. It's online. It's really funny. Just go look it up right after you see this video. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Other than that, I don't see much of a use for it. I've seen some people say that it's one of their favorite exotics for the Titan, but outside of PvP, its uses can be limited. And last but not least, our Hunter exotic is another returning exotic from Destiny 1, and it also uses melee, and it is the Kernsten's Armlets. So what the Zer has for us this week is something beautiful. This is a top tier exotic, not just for the Warlock, but in all of Destiny 2's armor. While several armors offer faster recharge for melee, grenades, and abilities, the Kernsten's Armlets also grants health recovery with the melee attacks. This makes melee very beneficial for both PvE and PvP. I would highly recommend this over the other exotics that he is selling this week. I hope I've been helpful. And if I have, come check me out. I'm Caboose.exe. You can find me on Dichronic's list of friends on his channel, or you can go to youtube.com/Caboose.exe. If you want to see some other stuff we've been doing, we had a Twitch stream going on. We had one earlier this week where I've done Dead by Daylight, some Overwatch, especially trying out the new character, Mora. Tell me how you think of her, by the way. I want to know if there's any good playstyles for her. I'm still trying to figure her out. I've also did some custom World at War Zombies maps, and what else? Oh yes, Cuphead. My roommates and I, we've been playing through Cuphead. Every time we play it, we do it on stream, and yeah, boy, it really takes it out of you. Alright, well, that's it for now. I'll see you guys on the next one.